as a human, John is a really resilient guy, right? Um, all throughout id Software, and then, I worked with John uh, for a few years at Ion. Um, and all during that time, there was so much stuff that went on at Ion, with drama and teams quitting and all these things happening. Like John never lost sight of kind of what the goal was. Um, and yet he also never lost his positive attitude. Like kind of he's one of the most positive people I've ever met, right? Like when things are going bad, he's just kind of like he ignores the drama. He doesn't engage in any of that stuff. Um, he just kind of like focuses on getting whatever project he's working on done. Like, what's the problem in front of me? And he never really let, just kind of all the outside drama and things like that deter him. Um, and he's just always remained like a super positive guy, not only in work related stuff, but just like life in general, Um, I'm in the middle of reading Doom Guy right now,
Yeah.
and it's really interesting to see because I knew a lot of that stuff, but kind of we only ever skimmed the surface. But just to kind of see like all the stuff that he's been through and how he's maintained positivity, it's it's pretty admirable. Romero is like super fun guy to hang out with, and he's also productive. Um, but then when he left, um, you know, the next personality was John Carmack, who's this,
Very different.
very serious guy. He's got a work ethic that nobody can match. Um, so for me, when John left, it kind of left a big hole. It did, uh, and yeah, it was just kind of like, I felt it was time for me to go, and luckily, John gave me a place to go. Um, not there's anything wrong with, Carmack's work ethic. Um, Obviously, it's been this amazing thing and kind of
Well,
a
it's like yin and
phenomenon.
yang. I kind of feel like John
It
Romero and
was.
John Carmack, like they brought the
Yeah.
best out of each other because they were
Yes.
opposites and they had their different
Absolutely.
strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like to this day, I've never worked on a team that worked so well together. I think, when John left, it was is really unfortunate because, you know, the chemistry that those guys had and their ability to work and get something done so quickly, you know, to me, that was my first experience. So I just thought that's the way it was, right? But then,
Yeah, true, true. Yeah.
yeah, like going to other companies, it was just not like that, Carmack's a monster, like you look at how quickly he was developing tech and, you know, like looking back on it now, knowing exactly what was involved, I mean, when we came up with or when John came up with the BSP visibility solution, that was like he just like did that over a weekend, right? He, he rewrote the entire visibility solution in a weekend, right? So, John Carmack has always had like a real clear vision of like what possibilities were available, in terms of like solutions for problems and things like that, and how those could potentially be integrated. Um, and he was always just really quick, to get an idea implemented.